I want to make sure these audio lovers. Hey, can everybody hear me out there? I can hear me.
Can you hear me? That was the problem last week.
I got to take one ear plug out because otherwise I can't hear what's going on. Too hard to talk.
Can you hear me? Can you tell if you can hear me out there?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Well,
can anybody on YouTube hear me?
Well, yes, they can hear you.
Well, couldn't hear me very well last week.
Yeah.
I was cutting in and out.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, we didn't know until we watched it back. So.
Yep. So, welcome to another episode of Gagne Farms Live. You got Eric and Candace here, and I have to take both those earbuds out because I can't hear with them. So, yeah, how's it going?
Yeah. Have you ever had one of those weeks where you feel like you were so incredibly busy and yet nothing got done?
Yeah, about every week I think that happens to me. Oh my gosh,
it was terrible this week. Like I was so busy and I still have so much stuff that needs to be done. Like nothing got completely accomplished.
Yeah. Well, and it's the summer, so you think you got all this time to do like extra things, and then you don't.
And you just don't, yeah.
Mike Doyle. What's up, Mike?
Hi, Mike.
How's it going today? Yeah, so I don't know. I've been like that all week at work too. It was I had all this stuff. I had big grand ideas to get things done, and I got like a fraction done that I wanted to.
I know. Well, there was a lot of stuff I wanted to get done around here, around the house, but
yeah,
the kids are making me crazy.
Mitch, what's going on, Mitch? I see. Tesla, Cinema, and Radio, what's going on? How's it going out there today? So I hope everybody's doing well. Brooke, how you doing? We're just hanging out here at the farm, and we thought we'd chat with y'all and see what's going on. And do I expand each? I try to, yeah. I try to expand each year, but it depends.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Depends how many chickens Candace picks up at TSC and during the week before I get home from work.
Hey, now I only picked up 3 extras. We already went through this.
Yeah. Did you
pick up? It was for a good reason.
What kind of farm animals do we have this week?
Well, no new ones. We still have ducks to contend with.
Right.
We don't have any new animals this week. Not promising anything for next week.
The week's not out yet either, though. So. Yeah.
But we were just chatting about having busy weeks and not getting a lot accomplished, even though you feel like you did a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many of you feel like that out there. I know that there was so much to do around here, and I felt like I was running every couple hours, running kids. So got driver's training and basketball and softball and cheer.
Yeah.
It's like never ending. So I love living out here, but also it makes it tough because you always have to run the kids in for stuff. Kind of breaks up the whole day.
And it's weird too because we thought with the summer going on that we wouldn't have as much going on. We wouldn't have as much running to do. We could, sit back and do a few projects around the house and just maybe relax a little bit. And yeah, that never happens. How many times did I say, even in video this year, that, oh, I'm going to make an awesome evaporator and I'm going to get my arch all set up and I'm going to do that this summer. And, it's like every February it's sitting in a pile of snow. And then I go, oh yeah, I'm going to get to that this summer. We're halfway through summer. I haven't even touched it yet. So
yeah, the evaporator is still sitting on the arch.
It's killing me.
It's been cleaned. Yeah. It's still sitting there.
Hey Jeff, how's it going? I see you there. You guys staying cool down south there? Ohio.
Way down south.
Well, it's to me south of Flint, it's down south. So yeah. Yeah, we're doing good up here. We're actually just braving some of the mosquitoes right now.
Yeah, it's almost unbearable to be outside.
Yeah. Brooke, I'm not getting goats. It's not happening. So just
Goats.
don't even worry about it.
Oh,
Sophie's
don't
been
let
bugging.
Sophie hear
Yeah,
that.
she's been bugging me for goats for what, 2 years now.
At least, yeah, she wants goats.
So, anyways, skeeters.
Well, we went out to check the blueberries, and there I found like an area where they were going to be really good. There was a whole bunch of green berries, and we have gotten so much rain the last few days, and the mosquitoes are obnoxious. I haven't even been able to get out there to see if they've ripened up and get some of those yummy blueberries, but that makes me kind of sad.
Yeah.
As I'm itching my knee right now because I have bug bites all over me. Does anybody have a good solution for that? Anything that
bug bites? Yeah.
No.
Staying in the air conditioning.
Not for bug bites, but well, yeah, for getting rid of mosquitoes or I don't know. Get them off of you. Like I felt like I was gonna be carried away right in the yard, not even in the woods yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to catch up with some of these comments here while we're talking and everything. Tesla, we do brew beer here on the farm. I haven't brewed in a few months. We just been too busy, but I do have a couple of videos out there with some brew. Just I don't do anything super special. I usually use a kit and then I add to it. So I add my hops to a kit. I'm not at the point yet where I can do a full on batch by myself. I just I, I have so many irons going on in the fire that I haven't got there yet, but that's something I definitely am striving for. So I get the hops up and I do use those in my brew. I'll use a pack or two every time I brew. So it's something I was thinking of doing actually maybe this weekend. So if I do, maybe I'll film it. I don't know. I've already filmed a brew day, and I did film a keg. So how to keg your own, and that's the way to go. I don't know if you guys do that or not, but
yeah, we bottled once.
Twice
we bottled.
Never do it again.
One time I think you did it by yourself.
I did. It took me like
time?
4 or 5 hours or something.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
So.
I don't even know how he did it by himself, but
yeah.
After we kegged, we're like, yeah, we're never going back to bottling again.
Yeah. So it was a lot better. Mitch, we got let's see. We got syrup. We do maple syrup here on the farm. Eggs, chickens, extra veggies, that kind of thing. We got jams and jellies. I don't really sell them. I just kind of like give them away to family and friends. But I think you might be in the friends category there. So if you need something, hit me up. Let me know. You got my contact info. We'll set you up here. So yeah. Looks like Jeff's going to Vermont. He's gonna give me some cool video on some maple syrup stuff up there. So,
oh, sweet.
Yeah, he's got the hookup going on up there. Sussy, what's going on? My channel's about homesteading and DIY and not prepping, but I'm not like a crazy go out in the woods, live in a bunker prepper, but just kind of a DIY homesteading thing around here. So
basically we started on our family farm, on his family farm, and had really no infrastructure though. The family had gotten away from having any animals or more than a garden, and so we kind of started from the ground up, and we're just kind of trying to get better every year, get more self-sufficient, and just kind of do some things that we enjoy here on the farm.
Yeah. It's we try to do as much self-sustainable things as we can.
Right.
Just living off of the land and what we have around here, and yeah, we got that Blackberry Jam video out there, and everybody seems to like it. It's super easy. It's super quick. We just had some the other day, actually. So we actually just filmed a strawberry jam video. It's similar. I think we did a little bit better job videoing that though. If you want to check that out, that might be something for you to take a look at. I know it's kind of at the end of strawberry season now. We're kind of getting into blackberry season, and but it's kind of the same thing. You just process the berries just a tad different is all. But other than that, it's pretty much the same recipe. So it's super awesome.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Somebody asked advice about chickens. I apologize. My eyes are terrible, so I have a
Yeah,
very hard time reading the screen
she
when
can't
I'm
see who I am over
back
here.
here.
So
So if you see me going like that, it's because I'm trying to read your comments. But
yeah,
um, as far as chickens go, just go for it. Like I was so worried,
yeah.
and we were like nervous, and we ordered them. We ordered them in March of last year. So,
We actually got them in March. I think
yes, we got them
we
in
ordered them
March.
in February. I think.
Well, we were afraid we weren't going to get them because of everything going on. And
Yeah.
so, anyway, um, and then we stuck them in a tote in our living room, and Eric put some hardware cloth over the top of the
Yep.
lid so we could snap the lid down because we have cats and a dog.
Yeah.
So we used just a regular tote, cut out the middle of the lid. I think we have a video of that too.
There
Yep.
might be one. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we do.
So you can go check that out and see how we did that. We also have a video of how we built our chicken coop.
No, not the coop.
No?
Not the whole coop.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, brooder.
Anyway,
We have one of those brooders. So at
the
least it gets you
brooder,
up to a
yeah.
chicken
Yep.
standpoint, which
The
is
brooding was
kinda
like
nice.
when I was the most nervous, and
Yeah.
really it wasn't that bad. After I calmed down a bit, it was
And I
fine. You do have to check them for pasty butt. Make sure they don't have poop stuck on their little butts, because
yeah.
that'll kill them. But really, that was the only work involved in brooding them. I mean, keeping their water, and I mean, really, it was super easy. And then we moved them to a bigger brooder out in the barn. They still needed light at that time because it was still early spring actually.
It was
And
cold
then
too.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
cold. So the first time around we needed light on our chickens even longer because it was cold. And then we got them out to their new coop once we built it, and putting in an automatic door,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
That was a game changer right there.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I didn't mind getting up and going out, twice a day to open and close the door, but uh, there's times where you just don't feel like getting up first thing in the morning, and run out there, and there's times you don't feel like staying up late and waiting for them to all go in, and that door just does it for you. So we don't even have to think about it now.
Yep. And
That's
they roost up all on their own.
yeah.
We didn't have to teach
Never.
them to do anything.
I've never had a problem with it not working ever, and we've had it for a whole year now. So, and that we're in Michigan here. Um, we've had snow. I was worried about snow building up on it or ice building up on it. Not a lick of problem with that whatsoever.
No,
So
we just made the coop so that the roof was slanted. It's got a slanted
I'm
design.
talking about the door,
Oh,
the
oh
automatic chicken
yes,
door.
the
I was
automatic
worried about
chicken door.
the chicken door
Yeah.
wouldn't close or something; it would stay open, and I never had a problem with
Yeah,
that at
that
all.
that didn't happen. So that was awesome.
We had quite a bit of snow last year too, so it was a good test
Yeah,
for it,
we
I
had a
think.
lot of snow. I had to
But
climb
I
over
guess
snow hills.
my biggest advice to that would be, if you're thinking about doing it, just pull the trigger. And if you don't have to have, I think we ordered 70 chickens to start with. We never
Yeah.
once raised a chicken. We got
Yeah.
like 40 meat birds and 30 layers, and I wouldn't maybe go that many, but
Yeah, we went a little overboard to begin with.
get 10 chickens, see what happens. I mean, if just do it.
We also did just 4 new chickens
Yep.
this year, and that was super simple. And it's warmer, and they're already outside.
Yep.
Right now they're in a chicken tractor, so
Yeah. Cool.
so super easy. Yeah.
Super easy, and I love the chicken's way better than going to the store and getting
Oh
Tyson
yeah.
chicken from Walmart or whatever. And yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, like the difference between egg layers and meat chickens.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know about the allotments up there. He's from the UK, so yeah, seven's great. That's a perfect number. So definitely, I think that would be that's a great start. I would just start with that, and yeah, but nobody's gonna mess with it in a public allotment, are they? I mean, you're still gonna have a fence and a coop, right? I wouldn't. I mean, do you have chicken thieves there where they would come in and steal a chicken? I think you'd be all right, really. I mean, especially with an allotment. I mean, everybody's kind of doing the same thing there, right? So
What's an allotment?
it's like a public garden, so they all have like um areas in a
Oh, okay, that they share?
yeah,
Like a
like so
okay.
he'll have like allotment 12 or whatever, whatever they
Uh-huh.
want to call it, but it's not like it's more like as a public, like in town where they would have
Yeah, I know
a
what you're
roof
talking about.
garden or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So it's cool. It's different than what I have here, but
Mm.
uh yeah, Mitch. I basically
Just little berries?
yeah. Basically for my berries, like my blueberries this year, I just ran out and I threw some 12 12 12 fertilizer on in it was spring. I would say April. I think it was after syrup season. I went out threw them on. I try to prune the branches back. Any dead branches, I try to just prune back as much as I can. And that's it. I don't water them. I don't do anything. They're in the middle of the woods. I'm not gonna go out there with buckets of water or nothing. They're old plant. These plants were from when my grandparents were here and they had cattle, so it's all good. I mean, if you've got any at your place, I would just throw a little bit of general fertilizer, just like a 12 12 12 or 10 to 10 or something to that effect on them, and just prune anything dead off them and let them go. They should be good. Um,
Yeah, I was just reading
yeah.
some of the comments about raccoons and chickens and kids jumping fences and killing the chickens. Holy cow.
Oh, in the local gypsy idiots.
Yeah.
Hey, we have them here too. Yeah, yeah,
Security camera might help.
Jeff, we had I had meat chickens this year, and we had them in the chicken tractors. And this is the first time I ever had a problem, but I had something get into the chicken tractor and kill the chicken. It was
Was still sitting
the
in
main
the
part of the
tractor.
chicken was still in the tractor, but half of it was outside there. I had one spot about 10, 12 inches wide on the side of my chicken tractor that just had chicken wire on it. And something actually reached in and killed that chicken. So I put hardware cloth on everything else. I never had a problem. That's the only problem I've had out here so far. We lost maybe two to a predator. Uh,
Hawks.
I think they were hawks last summer, fall ish time. The roosters do an excellent job of keeping um, any predators away. So with that automatic chicken door, they go in. I've got them fenced in, so they just jump up on the fence. They pretty much free range otherwise. They jump back in the fence and go in when it gets dark. So
And their coop is secure. There's
yeah, it's completely
no way for anything really to get in there unless the automatic door got stuck or something. But like we said, that never happened. So um yeah, we really haven't had a huge
yeah.
problem. I've seen people like take their fencing and um like have it go further than just touching the ground and then like lay bricks or rocks or
Oh yeah.
something to hold down that fencing so that things can't just easily get under them.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Tesla, we're gonna be doing quite a few videos coming up on canning. Um, we just did a quick short the other day. It was funny. We
Fast peppers.
speed canning. I don't know. I was just trying to come up with something witty, but I know it was like super fast to get through. And I was gonna put the actual recipe in that description. I never did, so I need to go back and do that. But yeah, it was fast. But we're gonna do total how-to videos. We've got tomatoes coming up, cabbage coming, carrots,
Hopefully pickles.
pickled. Yeah, we got lots of pickles coming. Um, what else? All sorts of stuff. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna be doing a whole canning veggie series here. Shortly, I would say the next few weeks we would start
Yeah.
because
Well, we already started with our shorts, so
yeah, but
we'll just get more as it
yeah,
goes.
and I probably actually got enough to do a whole pepper video right now. I need to go out and pick. I'll probably pick this weekend, so maybe I'll
Mhm.
do a short, not a short, but um a pepper video shortly.
Shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um.
We don't have cherries here. That's we're a little further south for the cherries. That's kind of a northern Michigan thing. I'm sure they have cherries around here. My
Yeah,
grandma
I'm
used to
sure we
have
do grow
a
them.
cherry tree out in the yard, but it died years ago. But we don't have any here on our farm. It's not something that I enjoy myself. I don't know if the kids would eat it. We kind of
Sophie loves cherries,
yeah.
but
Well, I'll buy her a bucket of cherries or something. We try to just grow stuff around here that we eat and we like, and
mhm,
because we could grow like all the things, but we would spend all of our time tending to
growing all
all
the
these
things.
things that
Yeah.
we don't really eat. So if we have a surplus or whatever, I'd rather um, preserve, stuff that we eat and like can and
Yeah,
we
and like I said earlier, we started from the ground up basically and just keep building every year. So I'm super excited about our garden this year and canning this year. I mean, I look out there and I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful because it just gets better every year. And
yeah, it does. It really does.
yeah, we try to add a little bit each time.
I've not heard of Nate Higgers. I'll have to look him up on YouTube. I've been looking at a few of the UK gardeners lately because the growing season is a lot. I guess it's similar to where we're at. There was one guy who was in, I think he was a lot further north. I was talking to the other day, and he was saying that I think it was the Northern Gardener, but he said he had to grow under glass. So I'm assuming he's making his own greenhouses and things up there. But I think that climate's a lot colder. That would be like Canada cold to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So he's on Reddit. Okay, yeah, I'll check him out. Actually, write that name down, Nate Higgers. So yeah, I'll check it out and see what's going on. So definitely, I love checking out people gardening and doing homesteading things all over the place. So I don't care where you live or
Yeah,
it's
we
all
like to
different.
share what
So
we've learned, but we definitely like to watch other
yeah,
people and see what others are doing.
in the U.S., there's a lot of people that do um, more of the homesteading YouTube thing, and they're from the South, and that's great, and they do excellent job, and they're all very good at what they do, and I have no problem with it. It's just very different. It's very different being in the north, and a lot of their videos are, they'll have a tomato video out next week. Well, it might be a month or better before I get one out because my fruit hasn't ripened yet. That's just the way it is with our growing season. So it's kind of hard to compete with that when you got all these people down south. They've already put out all the new videos, for that topic, I guess. They've already put them out for the year, and then you got to almost catch up, and feels like you're always just second best all the time on some of that thing. But it's we just that's real life. That's how we do it, and I appreciate everybody that hangs out. So hey, thanks, Sussy. I appreciate it, and thanks for coming in. And we'll be here next Thursday. So if you guys want to, if
Yep,
you want
drop back in
to
again.
drop back in, I want to check out that Nate guy and see how that goes too. So thanks again. I appreciate it. So
Yep, drop into our channel too and leave comments. We always like those.
yeah, definitely. Hey Jeff, I've never been to Beaver Island. I know where it's at, but I've never been there. It's up off Travers, right? Yeah. It's like out
Isn't
in Lake
that
Michigan
sad?
off of Travers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um we were just up St. Ignace. Well, I was up there a month
About a
ago.
month ago, yeah.
Yeah. Nice area. we actually went to Mackinac Island, and I took a T-shirt. That was stupid. It's off
Off
Charlevoix.
Charlevoix.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. I know where you're talking. I've never been there. I know a lot of people hunt that way. Like I heard Beaver Island hunting
Really?
is, yeah, it's kind of a thing. I never, I haven't hunted uh, too many other places on the old homestead here. So hey, thanks, Mitch, and yeah, thanks for hanging out and checking in. You get over this way, stop in, say hey, and sure you're on the farm or something, and yeah, tuck them kids in. I know that's ooh, they're up late. That's 8:30.
Yeah, we
Wow.
actually like planned our lifetimes around that kind of stuff because we
Hmm.
were like, well, we don't want to do it right at little kids' bedtimes because then
Yeah,
nobody can get on.
yeah, yeah. Thanks again, though. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's what?
All the news fit to
Well, that's
print
all the
or
news
what?
fit to print. What do you got going on over there anyway?
Just my cheat
Oh,
sheet.
you got a cheat sheet? That's funny.
I
That's
haven't even
cute.
needed it though. We've had
Oh,
so many good people on here talking to
no, I know
us.
that's the whole point.
That's
Is
awesome. Yeah, I like
hang
just
out
talking to
and
everybody.
yeah, that's way more interesting to me than
Oh yeah, for sure.
having crib notes.
Yep. One thing we're gonna say to everybody is if you have any good recipes you'd like to share, we always like to have some new recipes around here, and
Yeah.
um, we're always sharing ours. But
Yeah, well, we're always evolving ours too, so
yeah, yeah, or something you'd like to see us try on our channel,
right.
like something you'd like to see us make or can or
Yeah, but it can't be anything weird because I don't like to eat weird things. So Jeff wants to know how many taps you're going to tap next year.
how many taps.
100? You can do 100 yet?
Oh, what did we have this year? We had 65.
No,
We had more than that.
no,
I thought we had 65 this year.
no. We never had 65. It was like 55 or 60, I think.
Okay, well okay.
55 is
So
different than 65.
so maybe 55 we had we like really set our sights high this past season. We're like, oh, we're gonna tap 100 trees, and
Yeah.
yeah, with just the two of us.
We
That's
geared up for it too. I
we
had all the
did.
buckets, I had taps, I had everything ready to go for my goal was 100 trees. I spent 2 weeks cleaning out a new
Cleaning out
trail.
a
Well,
trail,
it was an
yeah.
old trail, but I had to clean up some brush and stuff that had landed in it over the years, and we don't use it a whole lot. So we spent weeks cleaning that up. I was getting extra buckets washed, and then the season hit. It hit so fast. It was over and done in 3 weeks. It went from like super cold up here to you got to tap, and I tapped at the right time. I didn't miss a run or anything, but by the time it got done, it warmed up in about 2.5 weeks, and it was done. So I couldn't keep up with it, and that I took quite a few days off work too just to run, and I got my RO going, and that was still with my RO going, same amount of taps in a short season. I had a hard time keeping up with that. I mean, I was boiling all weekend sometimes, and
Yeah, and did you see what Tesla asked
no
about? Do you really lose that much? Like he said, he saw a guy who had a huge container of sap, and then,
syrup.
well, I think he said when he got done
Yeah,
processing it, he had two
yeah,
gallons of syrup.
yeah,
Yeah, you do lose a lot. I mean, the whole process is evaporating that water out of the sap.
yeah. It's usually, well, it depends on sugar content, but it's about a 40-to-1 ratio. So generally, so if you have 40 gallons of sap, you boil it down, you have 1 gallon of syrup. And personally, myself, I don't think our ratio is that good around here. I think we're probably about 45 gallons to one ourselves. So um, I tend to I have to tap a lot of silver maples, which is a little bit different than a sugar maple. it probably is closer to a 40 to 1 or a 38 gallon to 1 ratio because the sugar content is so high. But in my sugar maples, and I'm kind of tapping a not a hodgepodge, but I'm tapping multiple different maple trees, and I usually hover right about 2%. So it's usually good syrup or sugar content. It's just it takes so much that there's not much you can
Yeah,
do about it.
that explains why it's so expensive. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
'cause
Yep.
there's just so much work that goes into it.
Yep.
It's enjoyable though.
Yeah, Jeff, 43 to 1. That's yeah. You're probably and you're at 2.5%. Yep. I measured mine a couple of times this year, and I was right at 2%, which I thought was good. Um, it just it depends too if it's at the beginning of a run or the season or the end of the season. So that makes a big difference, I think, too, because it seems like I can boil a whole lot. But 45 gallons at the end of the season is a lot different than 45 at the beginning. So
Yeah,
I tell you
exactly.
what, though, one I if you're tapping that many trees, Jeff, that's a lot. That's 65 for one guy. Is I hear you. I'm right there with you. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
If you I don't know, I watched quite a few of your videos. Yeah, you don't use the RO. I would 1000% go RO before you go anything else. Um, do an RO, and you can do it relatively inexpensive, but you're taking that RO can run while you're sleeping. And that's what I do. I let it run out my barn all night long. If I don't think there's enough sap in there to let it run all day. Then I'll shut it off before I go to work. So I just run out the barn, pull a plug, let it set, come back in, plug it in, and that will take you're taking 50% of your water away right there
Mhm.
while you sleep. So that thing can run 8 hours. I don't know how much you sleep before work, but 8 hours or so. You're getting 8 hours of runtime, and for I think I did that one video with the RO where I set it up. I run the same system.
I think we're gonna add to it this year, though, aren't we?
Yeah, I actually, my boss had a reverse osmosis system that he used in his house for water, and he wasn't using it anymore. He says, "Hey, you want this?" I'm like, "Yep, I do." So I'm just going to piggyback a couple more membranes off the same system. But
Yeah, because really the only issue that we ran into with the RO was when we had the time to boil, we needed to boil then. And so sometimes we didn't have it going through the RO.
or
Like
sometimes
timing was just off.
I would have I would run all my RO material out, and then I would just put in, whatever sap hanging off a tree or
Yeah.
whatever. So,
But definitely that was definitely good.
if you're doing 65 taps, a couple $100 for RO system, you're not going to go buy one like that. You can, I know they got like the RO bucket. I don't know if I'm sure you've probably seen it, but it's not robucket.com, I don't think, but just Google RO bucket, and you can buy a whole pre-made system in a 5 gallon bucket for $300 or something. You can make the system I put together for roughly the same, maybe 250, I think, something like that. If you've got containers, I found would we not Craigslist, but we did like Facebook Marketplace or
Yeah,
something.
marketplace.
Yeah, I just searched RO containers. We found RO containers we got for what, $10 a piece or $20 a piece or something.
Yeah. Are you talking about the barrels or the IBC totes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said RO containers.
Yeah. I wasn't
Jeez.
sure what you were talking
I'm
about.
sorry.
IBC
IBC
totes.
tote is what I got. And those were, somebody had surplus of them. They were cheap. We had to drive an hour away to get them.
It
But,
was worth it.
if I'm going to use it for years and years to come, then it's worth it for me. So,
Mhm.
yeah, and that RO bucket that they got, it looks like a very good product. I'm not going to bash that at all. And it's cheap. It's a fair price. You're paying a guy, $50 to put it together for you. That's not a whole lot, really. So, I mean, if you want to do that option, I think it's totally worth it as well. And you're not throwing your money away at all. The one thing that we did this year with syrup, um, was that filter press. That thing was
Yeah, that saved so much
awesome.
time. That was really awesome.
Yeah, it was. That was a little pricey.
It was, but it was a good spend.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm gonna put in a.
We used to set up like just these two metal rods that we had between two kitchen chairs and hang our filter off of it and put a stool underneath with a pan and then dump it into the filter. And I mean, it worked. It worked. Don't get me wrong, but the filter press is a lot more efficient and a lot easier to get some of that sugar sand out at
Yeah,
nighter.
yeah, and I go in the basement right now and pull up a bottle, and you can't hardly tell.
No, yeah.
I mean, it's yeah, right.
Oh, weird. Onions died. Yeah.
Oh yeah, onions. I was just looking at them tonight. Actually, I had my resident scientist come over, and he's a buddy of mine. Um, he's a
Chemistry
very
whiz.
yeah, he's a chemistry teacher, and he is a very good gardener. So I brought all my real cool questions past him first. But we were looking at that this evening. And I have no idea what happened. I at that end of the garden, the best thing I can tell is I have a light issue, and it's real bad in that, especially bad in the very back corner, right where I put those onions. And I was wondering if the ground was too tight and they couldn't bulb or something. I know I planted them early. The frost didn't get them because they were doing good. The only other thing that I know I did, I didn't weed. I couldn't. I planted the rows too close together, and I could not get in there to weed at all. I weeded the rest of the garden. It's pretty good. I mean, I've got a weed here and there, um, but I really think it's the light, and we're looking right now as to why, um, or what we can do to kind of alleviate that. Either, basically, I live in the middle of the woods, and trying to grow a garden is impossible. So
Mhm.
I either need to A, cut down the trees, which I don't want to do, or B, I need to move my garden or portions of my garden. Maybe keep,
Keep
some
the
of
one
it.
end, but that end that doesn't grow very well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're
We'll have to figure something out. We try planting like different things down at that end
Yeah, I
each
planted a
year,
hundred things
and
down there. I
it just doesn't work
My
in
garlic
that
did the
area.
same thing. It bulbed about that big, and it wouldn't bulb out. And I don't. It looked great all the way up until about beginning of June. It looked fantabulous.
But I used it.
Yeah, I know.
It
Yeah,
gave
well, she
peppers.
she used a clove of garlic about that big.
There
I,
was
no,
plenty
it'll be
there.
fine. Yeah,
There was plenty for the
there's
2
plenty.
jars of peppers. Definitely.
What do you guys grow, anyways? Do you guys got big gardens or anything, or you guys grow anything different than what we're growing, or we got kind of the staples with tomatoes and pickles and
Well, last year we learned that
cabbage.
although none of us eat tomatoes, we all love things that are made from tomatoes.
Yeah,
So um, we really upped our tomato production this year because we ran out of like spaghetti sauce really fast this year.
yeah. We like in December,
Yeah.
so about 2 months we ran out of the sauce, and so I figured, kind of like I have a really bad way to figure how to plant. If I want 100 onions, I plant 500, and so usually that's what happens is I plant 500 and I get 100. Well,
That's not what happened with
the
the
damn
onions.
damn tomatoes and the peppers. I planted 110 tomato plants, and I think I lost three. So I've got over 100 tomato plants out there, and planted 50 some pepper plants. I lost two or something. So I've still got 50 some pepper plants. So it's gonna be full on harvest here real quick. So Yeah, that's cool. You got a garden in Maryland. Yep. I've never been out that way. Have you ever been to
No,
Maryland
I've
area?
always wanted to go
I
out
always
that
did
way.
too. I've never been that way. I've been where-
You've been more places than I have. You've been to
yeah.
the West Coast, all the way across the country, and I've
Yeah,
been south.
I haven't been
That's about it.
to like the New York area or um yeah, I that sounds like Northern Indiana. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good spot there. You know, with the climate change and everything's getting hotter around here, so our growing season's definitely changing. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I think we were lagging there. We had a little
Oh, whoops.
Call of Duty lag going on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think your garden will do better. What I wonder why everything dies out in Maryland. It's probably just the weather, I'm guessing. But oh, hey Beth, thanks for checking us out. We appreciate it.
Ah,
We're just kind of chit chatting about gardening right now. So red clay, yeah, that's yeah, that soil has got in the southern gardeners growing in that clay. I don't know how they do. I know they add just tons and tons of compost to try to loosen it up, but um, yeah, I don't know.
Pennsylvania.
I don't know how they do it. I couldn't do it. My problem is I have too much sand, so I guess it's maybe almost a reverse problem. Is my soil is so loose, there's nothing in it, so I have to add as much compost as I can just to keep it just some organic matter in it. That's in Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
that's great stuff for growing there
Like
because
green what?
green beans. Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
Candace
Told you I
can't
was
read.
blind.
She needs her glasses on.
I have my contacts in, but groundhog ate the green beans.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah,
My
our green beans didn't
my
grow this year.
I planted green beans twice and could not get them to germinate. Right when I planted them, though, we had a super hot spell, and I was having a hard time getting anything to germinate. And a week or so later, it cooled down. We got a bunch of rain, and then a bunch of my other stuff I finally got it to pop. But I kind of gave up on my green beans. I have a buddy down the road that has. He said he's got so many green beans that I need to grow any. So I think I'm just gonna go get a couple bowls, popcorn bowls full from him, and we're gonna
Yeah,
call it
that's the
good.
great thing about like having a homesteading community, and once you get out there and see people doing the same thing that you
Mhm.
are, it works out really well because like that situation, we
Yeah.
don't have any green beans, he does, and
Yeah.
um, we share together and
Yeah.
trade.
That's great, Beth. We do the same thing. We
Local farmers.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
try to, I grow the things I can grow good here, which is pretty much potatoes because I got a lot of sand. Tomatoes do pretty good. We're getting better with a few things, but
Yeah.
anything I can't grow, we go to the farmers market.
Yeah, we have tried really hard for a few years to grow strawberries, which I haven't given up on yet, but definitely don't grow enough strawberries yet to do
Yeah,
much with it. Just our little one goes out there and eats them. So
yeah,
um so we did go to a local farm not too long ago and got
yep,
strawberries and made our strawberry jam from that
yep,
and strawberry shortcake. And it was
yeah.
so
And
good.
I love just it's all if I try to keep it as local as possible. So if I know a local farmer or somebody that's just down the road, I'll go to them before I'll go 20 miles down the road, kind of thing. But yeah.
Uh-oh. They got a peek of Sam.
Oh,
That's my Sammy cat.
where do you go? Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
He's
He's walking around
he's
meowing.
checking everything out. We have two ourselves, but you'll never see the other one in
The
the
other
same
one.
room with me.
No, Dino can't stand him.
I,
He's so afraid of him, and I
yeah,
don't even know why.
I have
But
no idea. He hears me coming like my footsteps through the house, and he will take off on a dead run. I'll never see him. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing too, Beth. Is the peppers, tomatoes, and I checked. We had zucchini about that
Oh, I'm
big
super
today.
excited about
We
that.
were that was something that didn't germinate well for us. We had to I had to replant a couple times, but you know, it's no big deal. I don't mind replanting. Like our growing season nowadays is it's so much later than it used to be, so we can kind of let things go out a little bit too. So
What's the
yeah.
Amish field day?
Is that Jeff? Is that like a kind of like a get together, like an Amish get together thing or something? I'm guessing that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Where
I've never heard of that
I
before.
haven't heard of it either, but I think that's what he's talking about. Ooh, Mama Cat's got kitten. You want kittens?
Oh, yeah, don't tempt me.
Sam, you stay down.
Yes. Oh,
Sam doesn't make it into many of our videos
No.
right now. He's usually out mousing or something.
here's our
But
Stammer.
yeah,
Yes,
he's
he
pretty good cat.
loves attention.
This cat will eat anything that comes in the house that's not supposed to be in the house,
Yeah.
which is what I like.
Yeah.
Whole community, yeah, yeah, that's cool, Jeff. That's a pretty good learning opportunity right there. We have an Amish community about 45 minutes or hour north of us, and they don't do anything. It's not like in down that way. It's a different kind of community. They kind of stay to themselves. I think they do more farmers market type things, but as far as hey, stop, cat's eating mic cord here. As far as I know, they don't do any like not seminars, but that type of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They don't do that. Other roadside stands, they have great veggies and stuff like that. And sometimes a group of them come down and do some work around the area, but it's just how they make money around here. Yep.
Dragon food. Oh, that's something we haven't
Yeah.
delved into
That's
yet.
yep. That's something I want to get into there. Just again, we're doing so many things. We're trying so many new things, and we're doing all our old stuff with that and the Ninja and the I'd like to get a KitchenAid one of these days too, because it's got all the stuff to so you can
Yeah.
make me bread. Hint, hint.
Yeah. I know. I haven't made bread in a while.
Candace makes some really good bread. She just we just don't have the time. It's not like we both work full-time jobs, and I do other things on the side with working things, and so it's
we're
pretty
busy.
busy around here.
So yeah, I mean that just goes back to we just try to do what we can
Do what
each
we
year.
can,
and
yeah. Just
do
gets better and
every
better.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's cool like learning from you all about just different things. I wouldn't have thought about
I didn't know a
that.
Ninja Foodie could dehydrate stuff.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Not that I need another appliance on my counter, but
Yeah. Oh, Jeff called himself in English. That's must be what the Amish call the English.
oh
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Beth. Our I think our Amish pretty much do the same thing. We have some. I don't know if you guys have it. We have a lot of Mennonites around here as well. I don't know if that's popular in your area, uh, but they just do a lot of roadside stands. I guess they have big gardens, sell, but they'll sell all year, so they're self-sustainable enough where they're selling. They have a
year-round.
roadside stand pretty much all year. They have whatever's in season. Everything's excellent. We've bought eggs and stuff from them before lots of times, and so we do have
But
that.
our eggs are cheaper, so come get ours. No, I'm kidding.
You sending eggs all over the United States. Yep. Yeah, I almost pulled the trigger on a dehydrator a couple months back. What?
I almost pulled the trigger on it. Wow. Had it in my cart.
You wouldn't believe how many things I've had in my cart and had to
I
put
would.
back. So, yeah, I didn't do it yet. Maybe that's something we'll do this fall. We're gonna be so busy though. You're gonna be canning tomatoes for 2 months, I
Yeah,
think. So
yeah, lots of
I
canning.
mean, I've never canned peppers this early in the season before either, and we need to do another batch. So
Yep.
holy cow, you guys are making, yeah, you guys are making everything.
Bread,
You're
ice
making,
cream, brown sugar, yogurt.
they're making way more cooler stuff than we are. We
Wow.
need to go watch their channel.
Granola.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's that's what we're trying to get to as well. Is
Yes.
we just it's a uh, basically it's a life change. I mean, you go from buying everything you can at Walmart and Kroger and Meyer and all that
Yeah.
to making your own stuff. It's all better. I mean, it's just you know you're almost raised so it's easier to just go to the store or just go have this done or just go have somebody else build this for you or whatever. So it's a complete life change and mindset change to to go back to, no, I can raise my own chicken. No, I can go hunt my own deer. I can make my syrup and all my spaghetti sauce and all that myself. I can go build a pen, or I don't need anybody to put a window in. I can do it myself, or I can work on my truck myself, whatever. It's just it's different. So yeah, it's I really enjoy doing that though,
I do too.
and
And
meeting
I guess
people just
one
like
thing that
this.
I've
They're doing the same thing.
learned the
That's
most about it, and if I had anything to say about it, was be that um you just have to be okay with where you're at and not expect that your whole life is going to change immediately. Like, it's a work in progress for sure.
yeah, yeah. Hey Beth, what do you blanch first? That's like just a few things or whatever, if you don't mind. We've we used to blanch our tomatoes. Is that it? We used to blanch.
No.
We blanched something before.
Yeah, we did. And I don't even, it's something we're not even
Was
growing, I don't think.
Does that? Yeah. Well, we end up last year we started freezing our tomatoes, and that I don't know if you guys do that, but that's the way to go. That is
That worked out really well because then we weren't like trying to process this bunch and then the next bunch. And
Yeah. So I take like grocery sacks and I go out and like once a day I go pick tomatoes out of the garden, throw them in a sack, just tie it in a knot, throw it in the freezer. Go out the next day, pick whatever I got, throw it in the freezer. Constantly, just I did that. So and then once they freeze, I would bring all the bags inside, throw them in the sink, let them all thaw out. You don't have to do anything with the tomato to get the skin off. Then we no, we do have. I should say this: we have all of our, uh, well, all of our tomatoes are like a paste tomato, aroma, San Marzano, that type of thing. So the skin's real easy, anyways, to come off. But once they thaw, you can just pull the skin right off. You take the meat and then you throw it in your food mill, and you can juice it right from there. It's super easy. You don't have to do a bunch of blanching. And I think that's what we use to blanch, isn't it? I guess it would be scalding. It's not blanching.
scalding. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not,
it's
no,
not blanching like
yeah,
you would asparagus or corn or
right. That's what she was
celery,
saying that,
carrots, corn. Yeah,
yeah.
yep, yeah, yep. And we've done. I guess we've never canned carrots, have we?
Nope.
So that's something. Our carrots took off this year. Whole this we're gonna have a carrot
We're
haul.
gonna have a carrot fest.
It's about time. I think I've tried growing carrots for 10 years and I've never been able to do it well. Last year I had 5 or 6 carrots. They were decent size. They were probably 6 inches, and that was the best carrot. I'm like, oh look, I can grow carrots. I had like you know 1 meal of carrots. I was so excited about it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
guess what I saw in the driveway when I pulled in tonight?
rabbit.
Two, two little bunnies.
Yeah, but they're not getting in the garden, are they?
No, they're not. They ran out in the woods.
Yeah.
So how, yeah. Yes, where's blanching?
Oh yeah, like a parboil to it real quick. onion soup mix to carrots. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
like Lipton onion soup mix or something. Yeah, that would be good. I'll have to give that a shot too. We were asking people for recipes earlier, but that might have been before Beth was on.
Yeah,
So,
I think it was. I think it was.
yeah, yeah, you got any cool recipes? Don't be bashful about throwing them out or whatever. So,
Right. I'm writing that one
yeah,
down.
she's already writing notes here down. So,
Yeah.
peaches and pears. Yeah, we don't get. Well, I guess we could go to the store and buy peaches and pears or whatever. We don't get them around here. Very not fresh. I wouldn't
Not
say.
very. You don't even see them
Yeah.
at the farmers markets that often around here, do you?
Not unless somebody bought them down south and trucked them up north, and they do that
Which has
quite
been
a
known
bit.
to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, they actually do that. So,
I
Yep.
love peaches and pears. Though.
yeah. So, wow,
Mm.
300. Candace can't see without her glasses on. So,
Yeah, do you have to keep reiterating that? I think they can
Well-
tell when I'm
well,
like,
when when you say 200, it says 300. I was just saying.
oh, yeah.
Did you have a hard time finding mason jars and lids? Because last year nobody could find them, and then I've started finding them recently around here. Um, but they're
They're
still
still hard to
limited.
get. Yeah.
Don't buy them on Amazon because they're just you buy them on Amazon. Were they like super expensive or were they at least reasonable? Because they were price gouging like terrible the last time I looked. Like for a pack of, I just bought jars
What'd you say?
today.
You just told me yesterday. The
I
difference.
bought what did I buy? 12 quart jars and ball quart jars and lids today. It was $12.99.
And what were they on Amazon the other day?
I don't even know.
They were like, I'm not sure. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you got a good
yeah,
price.
if you got a good price, then you're fine. And they may have come down because it's been a while since I checked. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Something
like,
we've been looking into. Well, I've been looking into. I don't know about Eric, but is the reusable lids.
is that a Tatler lid?
Yeah, Tatler lids. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about them, but when it's having a hard time finding canning supplies, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, with the like I said, Amazon now, I don't know how they are, but like 6 months ago,
Oh,
they
that
were
piece
getting
is
like
Tatler.
$3 per lid or something stupid. 19 for 6. That's not uber terrible or nothing. Oh, 32 ounce. Yeah. No, that's, I mean, and it's Amazon, so you know you're going to get it right away. And if you don't have a store close by or whatever, and not every store has them either. So, um, you just have to look. Some stores around here price gouge a little bit too, and
Mhm.
you just have to watch it. And like 6 months ago, everybody was selling knockoff lids. They were Chinese, or shouldn't say Chinese. I should say foreign made lids, and I seen a bunch of reviews where you can't pressure can with some of the cheaper, more inexpensive lids because they'll actually crush into your jar. You could water bath can in them, but you weren't supposed to pressure can in them. So that's just something to think of if you did, if you're not buying like a Kerr or a ball lid, or using a Tatler lid or whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
Jeff,
so
they're
not having a problem. They're in stock.
yeah, Layman's
Right?
probably got quite a few of them there, but they're
Well,
in
we've
stock
been getting
again?
ours from like a local place that was kind of cool because we found like a local farm and feed
Yeah.
place that has them in stock pretty regular. So we've been picking them up there. So it's kind of nice to.
Yeah, but
get
I'm
them
not
and
like
get 'em
one of
local.
those stupid people that go and buy the whole rack full of jars, or I'll go pick up one, 12, case of
pack.
12 jars per week or something. You know, and I've noticed it's gotten shelves are a little bit more empty now. It's getting closer to canning season, but there's still quite a few up there, and that's just one store.
Oh,
So,
did you see that?
hmm,
Said they heard ball was sold to another company
really,
and the lids aren't as good.
oh yeah, that could be completely true as well. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I hadn't heard that.
Newell Brands is the old ball. Okay, yeah, I think I did get on. Maybe it was Kerr. I got on one of those websites a few months back,
Hmm,
and okay, well, yeah, I guess I didn't know that.
thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I'm that's why we're doing this right here, so I can learn something. So yeah, that's perfect. Um, you know, I we did use I actually did a test. I don't think I said this in the video when I did it, but um when we canned our strawberry jam in the strawberry
Oh
video,
yeah, I forgot we did that.
and was it just that one? I think
Yeah,
it
no,
was
it's just
just
the
that one.
strawberry jam.
But
Mhm.
I pulled some of my different lids I got from Amazon throughout the months. I did some of the more inexpensive ones, and I did ball ones and cur ones just to make sure that they would all work. Every single one sealed, and it was all water bath canning, so I think we're good. I might just try to like pressure can something that I don't know, something I'm not worried about losing if it does like cave, and just try a couple and see what happens with it, just to see. But I mean, they look good. I mean, the metal's seems to be just as thick. The
Yeah.
rubber seal on it seems fine. I
Yeah.
pulled them all out. I mean, they all look packaged well. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna use them until I have a problem with them. I just don't want to do like 10 batches and then they all like suck in and
We lost
lost all
everything.
my hard-earned, processed food there, or processed tomatoes or whatever I'm doing.
Hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, I got there's in our local store, um they have it's called Pure, Pur, and I don't know if that was a knockoff. It looked like more of a name brand. I don't know if that was maybe what the ball company went to or something. I don't know. I haven't looked into it any further, but I did buy. I think I think it was a pack of 12 lids and bands for wide and regular mouth. I just bought one of each just to try. I haven't tried them yet, but yeah, it was Pur. I haven't ever heard of them before, so maybe you guys heard of them a little bit or
I'm trying
something.
to
So.
remember where we got those from.
The same place I got the jars from
Oh,
tonight.
you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering.
About jars and lids. I don't know if I got any.
Oh. No, I think this year we've gotten most of
Uh,
our jars from that.
what's a 32 ounce? So
Farmer's
that's
Daily.
a quart jar. 30, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just bought 12 quart jars for $12.99. The Tesla was saying it was $34. Probably that sounds like Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
go?
up there. I mean, I check your local store. If you can't get them, I bought a lot of stuff off Amazon during COVID
Oh yeah.
because that's all you could get, and I didn't have a problem paying extra for it right then. Um, Now I just been check out your hardware stores. I don't know if you have like Menards, um, Ace Hardware, that type of thing.
Someone said earlier their hardware stores have
Yeah,
them.
hardware stores. It's you wouldn't think of it, but we get them from. Yeah, Jeff, that's what I'm getting them for too. Um, yeah, so hardware stores or feed and lawn stores, like or elevator. I don't. Well, that's what we call them. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
others.
I don't. Maybe they're called something
Yeah.
different where you guys are at,
Yeah.
but
So that's where we uh, shop mainly for our jars and lids, and TSC probably have them too. I would think something like that.
I've
But
never
I
gotten
would
them from
check that.
TSC.
Hmm?
I've never gotten them from TSC, but I've never looked there either. So
I think do have them. I would check there first, quick. Yeah, hardware store. Yep.
Hardware, yep.
TSC, Tractor Supply. Yeah, that's your best bet. And not many people think about it either. About going, oh, why should I go to True Value or whatever for um canning supplies? But yeah, that's probably the best place to go actually. Yeah, TSC's. Yeah, Maryland. You should have the same type of stores in Maryland, I would think.
Mhm.
Something like that. I don't know if you have Menards over there or whatever, but yeah, Target. Yep. We have a outlet store here up north, and it's kind of weird. They have all sorts of stuff, but they'll have a whole aisle of they have like the Lodge cast iron cooking. Um, they have like every piece of Lodge. I've never seen that many pieces in one place before. It's probably like it's it's not like Layman's where like I've seen videos on Layman's where that's a cool store. I wish I'd go there, but
Oh
it's
yeah, okay, I know what you're
it's
talking about now.
that was the off grid store
Yeah, yep,
it's in Ohio. Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's more hillbilly, I guess.
More Michiganish.
It's yeah, there's a lot more. Like they have a whole fishing department I've never seen. It's just you'd have to go there, but places like that, like an outlet store or something like that, somewhere I would try to check out. So definitely test. That's what we're here for is trying to figure this stuff out and help each other out here. So what you think? Got anything else cool?
I not. We are. If anybody out there has any suggestions for ducks, let us know. That's our
Ducks?
ducks.
What do you mean ducks? We got ducks.
I know we have ducks, but
Oh.
we need to build a coop, and there's just so many different ideas out there. I'm not really sure what to go for.
Me a coop idea?
Well, no, I haven't. I don't know. It's just, do you give them water? Do you not give them water? Do you go and dig a pond? Do you use the kiddie pool? It has to be drained. There's just so much.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. We'll
But
just have to figure it out as we go, just like we did with the chickens.
yeah, I don't know if you guys got ducks or not, but if you got any cool pictures or something, just
Yep,
pretty sure you can
send them our way.
throw them at us and take a look at them or whatever. So
Yep.
yeah. Well, what about our naming? You want to talk about duck naming or no? We'll wait till next week.
Yeah, we'll wait till next
Wait
week.
till next week. Okay. We got some ducks we need to name. So
Yeah, we need to name some ducks.
I think we got a short out there, and you guys want to check that out. We're looking for some duck names still. So
yeah, if you have any good duck names, go put it on our short asking for duck names. It's called Say My Name.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, guys, we're gonna jump off here. I appreciate you guys all hanging out and interacting with us and talking and stuff. It was awesome. So we had fun. I had fun.
Yeah, it's
You,
so great to hear from people.
Yeah, definitely. So we got a few things coming up for next week. So appreciate you guys hanging out and giving us some suggestions, especially on canning and stuff. We got lots of canning stuff coming up. Well, we're gonna start, I think, with some more canning type videos and things like that. So garden's turning fast. So yeah, Beth, appreciate it. Tesla, appreciate it. Jeff, always a pleasure. So we're gonna jump off, guys, and you guys have a good evening, and we're gonna be back here next Thursday. So you guys want to come and hang out? We were trying to do this outside this week. We weren't able to. It was raining a little bit, so I really want to do. Yeah, I really want to do a live outside, but well, it's nice out. We're not going to get to do it in the snowbank. So
hopefully next week we can do it outside. Maybe we'll sit in front of our garden so you can actually see what we're talking about.
So thanks again, guys. You guys take care, and we'll hope to see you next week. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See you.
Good night.